So I want to look at some high dividend energy stocks and ETFs. And I've come across this one, BKH, and they're going to be up nicely on earnings. And they have, so natural gas, Arkansas, Colorado, Iowa, Kansas, Nebraska, Wyoming are in this utility sector, gas utilities, electric. And all of these data center stuff, which probably isn't good, but I keep seeing a lot of talk about the the data center stuff using and so much power that we don't even know. It's an ungodly amount of power. Okay, so until they get their nuclear reactors set up, like the Oklo and the SMR, that's going to be their end game. I think energy stocks, and this one's going to be the Vanguard one. So this, and also something, if you're new to doing this, you could, when you're looking at ETFs, you can go down and it'll just, obviously this is on a super high, so is the BKH, because they're on these good earnings. So definitely I'm going to be watching BKH because I think energy stocks, and I probably wouldn't watch this, but most people, you would be in this already if you have like a 401k or something like that, and that one has it. But when we look, D is nice, and that's CG. We talk about this one a lot. Duke, that one, and ETR is not on here, but I like ETR, and that's the one that Meta is partnered with. But Duke, CG is partnered with Microsoft. Duke is Amazon, Google. Well, they're going into these at all different ones. See, this one is going to be Marks, ETR. So that one's in this one, but I like that. Then now this one is down, EIX. So we have CO denies equipment anomalies in wildfires. Oh, that's not good. Lawsuit filed over the Eaton fire connection. Investigators' ongoing potential involvement in Hearst fire. See, this is a good example of why being invested in one single energy stock could be a problem, because whatever they've done is not good. And they do, I'm going to have to see how long this would be lasting. I would assume kind of a long time. Okay, wait, so multiple lawsuits filed against SCE claim its electrical equipment, specifically a transmission tower, sparked the Eaton fire near Altadena. Eyewitness accounts, photographs, and video footage allegedly show fire at the base on a transmission tower, suggesting negligence in failing to de-energize power lines, despite red flags warnings for winds and dry conditions. A specific lawsuit by homeowner Evangeline Iglesias accuses of failing to shut down equipment despite knowing weather risks. Now, this is going to be, the company has not confirmed whether damage occurred before or after fire's ignition. Investigations are ongoing. The CEO maintained that no power line anomalies were detected prior to the fires, a claim disputed by lawsuits alleging false assurances that SCC's wildfire prevention efforts, such as de-energizing stations in response to Eaton fire. People. This could be an interesting situation, if you know what I'm saying, as far as going back up. But anyways, then we have this guy, AES, and Trump's decision to expedite clean energy subsidies that caused sharp decline in stocks, like some analysis adjusting ratings and price targets in the renewable energy sector. And then they went up, because Chris Wright does say he's the energy secretary guy. He always says that he wants all the energy. And they are in other places. South America, SBU, Eurasia, the U.S. and utility segment consists of facilities, United States, Puerto Rico, El Salvador. Oh, the Puerto Rico one. That's kind of sketchy. They have a dividend of 5.28%. But, I don't know. That one, articles don't really mean anything. This probably has to do with government money, but they certainly are on a down, been on a down, and they look to be. AES could be an interesting one. They're also going to have NEE, which NEE is a good one too. Is this one? Yeah, that's a good one. I've been in and out of this one, as you can see. They are, well, that's not even that. That's why I just said they don't have that big of a swings. But Florida and 2.87% dividend, but they're on an up right now. If they have a downswing. That one could be a nice one to get into. Because I do notice that sometimes when the whole market was down, they could be up. And they had a big upswing there, right, as things were coming back around. So AES or NEE could also be. What else does this one say? It's going to, see, dividend yield attractive, growth payout huge. A 10% dividend growth rate is good for any company, but shockingly high for a utility. And then that one, I think I did this one, BKH. Definitely think I did. Yes, BKH is what I started with. So clearly they like this one. But like I said, they're definitely going to go down. And then this one, ET. I do want them to see some nice gains. So we have them, diversified midstream portfolio with growth potential, strong performance transportation, and expansion projects sets the company up for success. Despite concerns about past distribution cuts, see that Energy Transfer offers a 7.8% yield. I think. And they have all the segments set up for natural gas. And we know that is going to be popular. So I think that these guys could do something. ET. I definitely want to put them in my family members account. See, what does this one say? Massive AI data center demand. It's all the rage, people. I'm telling you. Reliable, scalable, relatively cleaner than fossil fuels to meet this demand. See, because the uranium and nuclear, it's not quite ready yet. That's why I do think another time to get into, UR&J, I think this could see a drop because it is uranium. And uranium tends to be volatile, and that one's going to be all the little miners. I used to talk about these ones a lot. Well, obviously, I still do like all of them, but I like them in here. Except for energy fuels, I like to hold that one separate because that one's special. That one has a rare earth processing that they also do, and they process the uranium. So, very important. UEC, they are doing that too, I want to say. But the other one's growth. But right now, decently high. And then that one has a 3.5% dividend. It's 3.75%. All right, wait. So these ones, yeah, that one's going to be LNG. That one's 230. Usual suspects. LNG. United States Clean Energy, Secure LNG. I wonder if they're going to say next decade. EQT. Let's see what EQT is. And where they're at. 1.1. But we do know, they are a little bit. When is their earnings? Is it going to say? Their next one is October 27th. So that would be a time to be watching EQT. I'm sure these ones are in ETFs too. KMI, that one's one of my favorites. I think KMI is definitely due for something. Because they're October 14th. Let's see. I would say, well, nice and steady. I really do. They keep talking about how much electricity is being used. That it's just an insane amount, an ungodly amount. Ooh, ET is on here. I like that. One of North America's largest and most diversified midstream energy companies. Indeed it is. Exxon, everybody knows Exxon, but you could say if the Russians' oil stuff, if Trump lifts all Russia's oil sanctions, wouldn't that kind of mean that more oil is going out and this wouldn't technically be good for Exxon? Maybe that's why this is down. Well, oil, I don't really fuck with oil. I don't know. But those would be those ones. I would say, well, unless it was an ETF with a bunch of them and natural gas. I think natural gas, then we'll see the nuclear. But in the meantime, nuclear still have news. Obviously, Oklo and SMR. SMR is definitely down. Sweet baby. But time to buy, because that's what SMR does, even though this is going down. Somebody said something about they're doing a dilution type of fundraising, raising money till December. Or maybe just it's turning back around the market. People do say September. And Oklo, SMR, they are not revenue making companies for some time, but ASPI, somewhat revenue making with their isotopes. So this could be a nice time for the revenue one to shine. And LTBR, I'd like to see them drop because I think they're going to be a nice player too in nuclear fuel technologies. I want them to go down and get some more of them. Maybe we see a nuclear downtrend. Or they just shoot up even higher on some type of news. Who knows?